Hey there, rub-a-dub subs, it's Blackmetal Werewolf making a brand new video for this week. So for this week's topic, I was actually suggested this topic by a friend, a fellow Canadian, and an Instagram follower, Andy Beast Mode. I will put his name in the description if you want to check out his page. He's a really good guitarist, by the way, so if you like heavy metal guitars, you'll probably like his page. So anyway, he asked me what my thoughts are on metal covers of pop songs. Now, when he asked me that, I already gave him my opinion on it, but I'll give you guys the opinion on it now. So I almost immediately became a fence sitter. You know, one side of it, I tried to look at the positive aspects of it. On the other side, I was completely cynical about it. And then I also had an opinion down the middle that kind of borders a bit of both. So I'll start with the positive. On the positive aspect of it, when heavy metal bands do covers of pop songs, it could possibly open the doors to pop fans to a completely new genre of music. For example, I remember years ago Marilyn Manson did covers of Sweet Dreams and Tainted Love, and for those times those were relatively big hits. They were on the radio all the time, on music stations, the videos being played all the time. It really opened people's eyes to a different sound and a different style of what they're used to, like old 80s pop songs like that. So when it comes to that aspect, you know, I can understand it. Some of the girls I work with, they've shown me, you know, heavy metal songs, heavy metal versions of Taylor Swift songs, and you know, these are people that they aren't really heavy metal fans. They don't, like, when I wear my vest to work or whatever, they don't know any of the bands on it, but they still have, I suppose they could be still considered heavy metal songs on their phones and stuff like that. So people who have no interest in heavy metal still have metal songs on their phone by metal bands. Now I've noticed that it's not really like really big names in metal. I can't imagine Iron Maiden doing a cover of a Lady Gaga song, or Megadeth doing a cover of I don't fucking know, Taylor Swift or whatever. But you know, it could possibly open the doors to other people, and like, oh, you know, this band did a cover of a song I like, so I'll go check out their other stuff. So that's the positive aspect of it, and yeah, I really can't complain about that. If it opens people's minds to different things, awesome, that's great. But now on the cynical side of it, another thought that immediately came into my head was, this is nothing more than a cheap ploy to try to double record sales. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not against capitalism, I'm not some sort of communist. I understand that the music industry is an industry just like every other one. The whole point of it is to make money, as much money as you can while you can. And, you know, if a record company approaches an artist, is like, okay, we want you to do a cover of a Taylor Swift song so we can get it on the radio. It'll be relatively radio friendly, so we can get it on the radio. It'll expose more people to your album. People will go out and buy that album. You know, your regular fans will buy the album. Plus, pop fans will buy the album because they want that cover of the Taylor Swift song. That's how business works. They want to appeal to as wide of an audience as possible to maximize as much money they make. I can understand that. But it is a very cheap and easy way to exploit people to get their money. So that's the cynical side of it. Not that it's necessarily bad, it's just, to me, it's one of the most obvious thoughts about it, that it's just a cynical ploy to try to get people to buy your records. Now, I still had a third opinion that's kind of fence-sitting. Now, it is, do pop fans even appreciate it when their pop songs are being turned into heavy metal songs? Because I remember, you know, a long time ago, Pat Boone did a heavy metal cover album. I think it was called In a Metal Way or Feeling in a Metal Mood or something like that. And he did a whole bunch of metal covers on there, and he went on to an award show with Alice Cooper, and he, you know, had the leather and the leather vest and the choker, and he did the whole thing. It was really funny. But, you know, a lot of metal fans didn't appreciate it. They didn't like, oh yeah, Pat Boone's doing a metal album, I want to go out and buy that. It's not like there was a bunch of Slayer fans lined up around the block at their local record store to get the new Pat Boone album. A lot of people just didn't appreciate it. So, you know, if a band like, I don't know, Slayer were to do a Taylor Swift cover album, would Taylor Swift fans be lined up around the block to buy it? I honestly don't think so. I don't think they would appreciate that their, to them, that would be, I think that would be a bastardization of the music genre that they love. Just like if, you know, Taylor Swift were to do a Slayer cover album, no one would go buy it. People would be like, that's a bastardization of what I love, and I'm not going to support that. So that's my thoughts on it. I'm a really big fence sitter on the topic because there are positive and negative aspects of it, and it's just hard to really give a clear, concise answer to, unfortunately. But I want you guys to comment and let me know what you guys think of the whole situation. So, like my past videos, I do album warnings and recommendations, and unfortunately today I'm going to have to do a warning. And it really sucks because it's a band I absolutely love. Savatage, and this album is Streets, a rock opera. I bought this because Savatage albums here are relatively difficult to come by. So I saw a Savatage album, I'm like, oh, yep, that's it, buying that. And I listened to it, and it was pretty lame, very boring. There wasn't any real songs in it that really stuck out to me. Like, I understood what they were going for, but to me it just kind of fell flat. If you want to get into Savatage, definitely buy, Gutter Ballet or Hall of the Mountain King. This one kind of sucks, unfortunately. I love Savatage, but you gotta admit that album is not very good. So that's it for today's video. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out my past videos as well. Of course, don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment section letting me know what your opinions are on today's video. If you want to keep up with me on a more daily basis, you can follow me on Instagram, and I'll be putting that in the description section as I always do. Once again, guys, thank you very much for watching, and stay brutal.